My name is Michael Mastro. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we wanted to talk about the very interesting chart of famous artist Frida Kaylo. Um, if you look to the eastern horizon using Vedic sidereal zodiac, when she was born, you would see the constellation associated with Leo rising at 0 degrees. First, we're going to see how the planets are operating, and then when they are operating at certain events in her life, and what could be done to strengthen the chart. First, Sun is ruling the chart. It is placed in the 11th house of income. So this gives her a very fiery personality. Um, uh, and she was definitely a leader in the art world. Um, then we have challenging moon, ability to take on different roles. Moon is ruling the 12th house. And so the 12th house has to do with depression, addiction, chronic pain, which she channeled into art, which is her way of overcoming or dealing with the cards that she was dealt, where the planets were in her chart. Mars is ruling the house of good fortune through artistic passion, gave her very strong political beliefs. Then we have weak placement Mercury. Mercury is ruling the house of wealth, fame, and stability in the marriage, and it's placed in the 12th house. Any planets placed in the 6th, 8th, or the 12th house, which are the challenging houses, have some weakness. So this gave her a very analytical, detailed mind that she got her wealth through the art, but also created instability in the marriage. She married her art teacher, her mentor, who was like 20 years older. Then we have weak old Jupiter. Jupiter is ruling the house of creativity, placed in the house of income, so creates connects income through creativity. Um, and she was also a teacher of art. She taught others arts and had because Jupiter's weak, her political views were outside the norm. Then we have weak infant Venus at 1 degree, gives her success through fine arts, ruling the third house of success. Also connecting to her income, which went up and down. So there was some setbacks to that. Whenever something is weak, when a planet is weak, there can be setbacks and delays. Then weak placement of Saturn. Saturn is placed in the 8th house. 8th house has to do with drama. And so it's ruling the marriage house. So a lot of drama in the marriage. She got divorced and remarried to the same person. The thing that's really creating a lot of challenges in her life was Rahu and Ketu. They're almost exactly the same as the rising sign degree of 0. So that means they are afflicting 6 out of the 12 houses. These it afflicts the 6th house of health and divorce, the 10th house of career, the 12th house of loss, the 2nd house of stability of the marriage, which 8th house of chronic pain, 4th house of happiness and home life. So the happiness was not there, the home life was not there. So depression. And then she had polio at a very early age. In fact, 1915, they discovered she had polio during a moon Mercury period. Mercury sitting in the house of hospitalization, moon ruling the house of hospitalization. Um, she had a terrible accident in 1917 during a Mars moon. Mars is accidents, moon is hospitalization again. She got married in 1929 during a Saturn period, Saturn ruling the house of marriage, got divorced in 1940. during a moon period, which moon ruling the house of endings. Got married to the same guy again in 1940, I think later that year, I guess. Then she had her leg amputated in 1953 during a moon period. Again, moon ruling surgery. And she OD'd and suicide, died July 13th, 1954, during a moon period. Moon is also endings. Now, the circular chart on the left shows the placement of outer circle is where the planets were when she died. The inner circle is where the planets were when she was born. And you can see transit K2 afflicting Sun. Sun is health and longevity. And also you can see that K2 is the fifth aspect is afflicting Saturn, the indicator of longevity. And natal Rahu is afflicting transit Sun. So quite a lot going on at the time of death. What could be done to strengthen the chart? Doing charity for Rahu and Ketu and Moon would be quite helpful. And then my favorite remedy, a kavash, which is a silver locket containing the Devata yantras and mantras for her benefic planets. If you'd like to get a kavash or get a reading or learn Vedic astrology, you can go to vastucreations.com. Thank you so much for listening.